really intriguing to learn about. Phytoceramides. Andrew, I know from the first time I presented this with you, this really, really did intrigue me because this is a natural internal moisturizer. We're always talking about and concerned with external moisturizers. This is a whole different view on it, correct?
Well, the way we moisturize our skin, we have to think about this. If you want to keep, if say a sponge was moist, you could wrap that sponge in a plastic bag and you're not really keeping the moisture in, but you're not really doing something that allows the skin to appropriately breathe or the sponge to breathe. You're just holding that moisture in. And the way our cells work, they don't thrive when we coat our skins with generally oil-based, lipid-based moisturizers, which try to seal in the moisture, don't really allow our skin to breathe comfortably. But the way our cells work, they were designed to keep themselves moist because they were designed to hold on to that precious water, that precious moisture that they have. And the way they work, they use things like omega-3 fatty acids. They actually use molecules like cholesterol. And the principal molecule for keeping skin moist on an internal level are called phytoceramides. And our phytoceramides, they're not animal-based, they're plant-based. That's why they're called phytoceramides. So these ceramides, and research has shown, they go to the site where they're intended to go. They go to the skin cells, and in so doing, that's the component in the cell membranes that hold on to the precious moisture that the cells have. So it really is a more logical and a more direct way to moisturize our skin. If you're doing something on the outside, keep up what you're doing as long as it works for you, as long as it's healthy for your skin. But if you want to breathe life into that and really make a difference, make sure you drink plenty of fluid, hydrate adequately, and then deliver phytoceramides to your skin so it holds on to the water that you're delivering.
This product, Andrew, just like every other one, it seems, on the website, is just so glowingly reviewed. I mean, folks go crazy for it. I'd love to read just a couple reviews so anybody at home can get some understanding of what this is doing in people's lives. And let me tell you, these are detailed reviews. Moister skin, really? I cannot believe this product. Although it is new in Andrew Lessman's line, it is most wonderful. My skin is very dry and I have skin issues on my lower extremities. I just refilled my healthy hair, skin and nails, and this product was suggested to add to my order. I went ahead and went with the 240 count. I have only been on this for less than a week and I can tell a difference in my skin. My legs look better and overall the skin on my legs and arms look and feel better. Please make this a today's special in October so I can stock up and take 2 per day and revive my skin even more. Thank you for this product, Andrew. Of course, the great news is today, this is a monthly special, so you're getting phenomenal pricing. I'll do one more. This is from Joanne in Arizona. Great skin. I have noticed a huge difference in the moisture in my skin. I have only been taking it for 1 week now, but I will use this with my regular vitamins from Andrew. I don't want to be without them. I mean, these are some powerful words, Andrew. I mean, an amazing product.
And what's interesting about it, the reviews are consistent with the science. And many folks think about this product, they think, gosh, I want this moisturizing benefit for the skin on my face. And yes, because we're all focused on the wrinkling of our skin, particularly on our face. But what that first review talked about is something that a lot of us struggle with, especially say in the winter months and things when things get particularly dry. But a lot of us, the skin on our body is challenged. It might be the skin on our feet. It might be the skin on our elbows. But there's different parts of our body that the skin is challenged. And that's what the reviews speak to. And this is a brand new product of ours, and we haven't featured it in any significant fashion. We don't plan on doing a Today Special for it this year. So that's why we're doing this monthly special, because it is like we're doing a Today Special.
We're getting a lot of questions about healthy hair, skin and nails. Folks, I promise we are doing a 3-minute presentation at the end of our monthly special. We will make it available to you, so please hang tight. We will get to it. Andrew, for a lot of folks who are really enamored with the Andrew Lessman line of vitamins, it doesn't matter matter whether it's phytoceramides, whether it's marine collagen, or of course, healthy hair, skin, and nails. Everything that you do has to be right in terms of the science, the formulations, and also the ingredients. I think there's still a lot of confusion. If you go to a vitamin store, Andrew, a lot of the products have ingredients in them. You can't even read or understand what they say.
Well, all products contain additives except for our products. When you're using our products, you're only getting the beneficial ingredients that you want. In fact, most products on the market, they're not manufactured by the company whose name is on the label. They're manufactured by contract manufacturers, and they're simply putting the label of the person who's selling it to you. We make everything. We even make some of our raw materials. So for us, it really is a commitment to the science. And as I've always said, because people say when I'm on television, I don't talk about price. I'm not per se selling my product. And I talk about the science. I read quotes from the science. I might read some reviews. That, for me, I think if you provide the science and the background information, if a product really is the best product, then the science should be sufficient to make that product interesting.
Yes.
And that's what I always feel. As long as I make the best product, I simply then provide information, and the decision is up to everyone. And our products are objectively very straightforward, superior to every other product, and our products are made in a fashion where, despite their quality, they are affordable. And that's something that we set out to do as well. Just because we're using the best ingredients and we're making it with solar energy and they're 100% pure and hypoallergenic doesn't mean that they should be priced in a way that isn't affordable.
It's a feel-good all-round. It benefits you when you take it, and then knowing where this comes from, how it's made, the person behind it, the team behind it, and of course, the benefits that go far beyond with vitamin Angels, which I know we'll talk about as well. One of the things that really caught my attention, Andrew, when I was reading up on phytoceramides was this idea of skin plumpness, moisture, wrinkles. There's a lot that goes into this, and I suppose that's really what's drawn people into really trying it.
Well, and it's funny, I hope everyone appreciates that. I've known about phytoceramides for probably close to 15 years.
Wow.
And we only introduced them about a year ago. That for me, it takes a certain level of science, a certain amount of credibility of an ingredient, reliability of an ingredient, and then we test the ingredient before I'll ever make it available. So it isn't, for me, about whether or not the product is going to sell. For me, it's about whether the product is going to deliver. And unless the product's going to deliver, and unless the science is there, it's not a product. And I could name dozens of ingredients that were touted by all sorts of companies, and we could have sold all sorts of bottles, but we never would because the science wasn't there. And eventually those products were removed from the market because the science wasn't there. So hopefully my doing what I've been doing for 21 years at HSN,
right,
for 6 years before that at QVC, and for a decade even before that, it's been 38 years that I've been doing this. I think that amount of time, I've demonstrated how committed I am to quality and to the experience of everyone using my products.
Well, just to wrap this up on the pricing over here so everybody can see the monthly special opportunity, this is something Andrew began really at the beginning of the year, and it's really been well received. It's a chance to get special pricing on items that might not necessarily be at today's special. So if you take a look at the chart, you'll notice there's the different sizes. There's the 30 caps, there's the 60, 120, and the 240. We are offering 2 flex pay on the 60, 3 flex pay on the 120, 4 flex pay on the 240, and that's your biggest savings with $70 off the regular price. So instead of $199, it's going to be $129. Obviously, any product that you buy on HSN has a 30-day money-back guarantee. So feel good and excited to try it. Even though we only read 2 reviews, I encourage you to spend a moment online at hsn.com. If you search Andrew Lessman, it's review after review after review. Even now, Andrew, knowing you and working with you for so long, it still amazes me that people, they are so passionate and they do want to get behind a product that does do so much good.
Well, I think the reason is that vitamins, by and large, have disappointed most of us. They're disappointing because they upset our stomach, they're hard to swallow, they might be extremely expensive, and then even more disappointing, they have ingredients that might cause allergies or sensitivities. That I think when folks find a product that's simple, it's straightforward, and it actually works, I think that's what gets them excited about writing a review, because it's almost unexpected that this product should actually perform, especially when you see some guy on television talking about it. I think you inherently expect this can't be as scientifically sophisticated as it seems until you get it home and you experience the benefits.
Well, it is time to wrap up with our grand finale. I know a product that gets a lot of attention. People ask Andrew